too much luxury in that. So as the final seconds tick down here, the Vikings will be defending the north goal, and they'll be sending Kurt Barnes and Cole Norberg deep. They're back about the 10-yard line. Haven in the high school, you kick off from the 40, so the kicker number 22, Esch, will be kicking off and doing the duties there. He kicked a high pooch kick that came down to Trey Snyder on their first kickoff after their touchdown, so we'll see what they do this time. This time it's a deep, long kick. It's going to take in by Barnes back at the, and it's going to go through his hands and into the end zone, so Barnes will take a knee back in the back, and the Vikings will have it 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line for the first possession of the second half.
Well, we got the Vikings walking wounded that are cheering on their teammates down here.
Yeah, no
Bricks
question.
Bricky, Wesley Johnson,
Jared DeMont,
and a new one, Logan Rawson, is in a wheelchair. Broke his ankle, I heard.
Oh, shucks.
So
Vikings will start out with very familiar formation of 3 receivers to the far side. Cole's going to take and get it to Taylor. He's got some running room across the 25 and up to the 30. He's going to get first down yardage on the first carry. He'll get out at the 31-yard line, so give Aaron Taylor 11 yards on that nice carry. They just got a good seal on the corner there, and he just ran open there for a little bit. Good luck to the Viking tennis team tomorrow. I see by the program that they have a tennis meet tomorrow at home, and then they're on the road at Heston on Tuesday of this week. So tennis, a couple of tennis matches coming up. Good luck to the Smoky Valley girls tennis team. 3 receivers again to the far side. Cole's going to hand it off to Taylor. No, he's going to keep it again. He's got room on the outside. He's going to get up to the 35-yard line, 36. So Cole will get about 5 yards on that carry. It's deceptive. We don't have the best of lighting here, so you can't quite see how they hand off on that read option. And
well, I guess that means it's working as a play.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, no question about that. So second down and 5 for the Vikings, leading 13-7. First possession of the second half. The Vikings are on the move.
I wouldn't be surprised to see some play action here. Get a great deep ball here.
I would like to see that. This time Taylor's going to take it right up the middle. He's going to get about to the 39-yard line. He'll be 2 yards short, so it'll be 3rd down and 2 for the Vikings. Taylor running very strong right up the middle that time. Haven's not a huge defensive team. Their biggest player, Darryl, I don't think we've seen him out there.
No, he's not been out
in
there.
action. He's number 77, 385 pounds. That's a big boy.
Oh, wow.
But he must not be too agile. Here comes some linebackers blitzing. Cole's going to take it up the middle. He's got first down yardage and more across the 45. He'll move the chains. Second first down of this drive for the Vikings. Cole called his own number. He got away from those blitzing linebackers. They committed and right in the middle, and he got away from them, and he had some room. He got up to the 47-yard line, so 1st and 10 Vikings. Still leading 13-7, 10:24 to go, third quarter action. Vikings first drive, and Cole Norberg sends Peyton Schrog to the far side. 3 receivers to the near side. Kurt Barnes, the outside receiver. Norberg's going to take it on the weak counter, go back across midfield. He's to the 45-yard line. First down yardage down to the 42-yard line. Well, that was a nice weak counter option, and he just took it himself the whole way, and he just found some room. And it was kind of on an island out there by himself, but he made the most of it.
Yeah, everybody was coming our way, and Cole went the other way and just had a couple of defenders to try and get past and almost got that done.
42-yard line is the line of scrimmage of Haven, so the Vikings have driven from the 20. See if they can keep this drive alive. In motion is Vanderweeg to the near side. A toss to Taylor near side, trying to get outside. He's got 40, he's got 35, he's got 30, and he's driven out of bounds hard. But he'll get to near the 30-yard line. He'll get first down yardage. So Vikings are taking chunks of yardage, Darryl, and they're going this way and that way.
Yeah, it's great that they're getting some good blocking for him too. He's as far as for both Cole and for Taylor.
Yeah,
getting the guys out in front and getting the Haven Wildcats out of the way.
they're getting to get up to full speed by the time they get to the line of scrimmage, so that is always good. 3 receivers, far side. Norberg calling out signals. He's going to tuck it, no option it to Taylor again. He's got 30, he's got 25. He's down near the 20-yard line. See where he goes out. He's going to go out about the 21-yard line. A player for Haven slow to get up. That's number 22, Esch, the kicker. So he's slow. He's waving to the sideline. He needs to get out of there. He is going off on his own power. He's got somebody coming in for him on this side. So 2nd down and 1 for the Vikings. A 9-yard pickup for Taylor on that option play. I think Norberg was going to keep it. But like you said, Stephen, I like to see him give that ball up once in a while so he doesn't take quite as much of a beating.
Exactly.
Taylor again right up the middle. He's got 1st down yardage. He rolls for a couple of more, but he doesn't get those extra couple yards on the roll.
The 1st down is all that counts right there.
Exactly. 1st down, Vikings in the red zone now. Ball in just inside the 18-yard line. This drive has taken 60 yards so far, 62 yards to be exact. They started at the other 20, and now they're inside the red zone on the 20. 9:15 and counting, 3rd quarter. Vikings looking to add to their 13-7 lead. Norberg's gonna get wrapped up this time. He's not gonna get anywhere. And there again is that Hendrickson with that late hit. Norberg was already on his way down, and Hendrickson come in and hit him. Wasn't quite such a spearing tackle that time, but number 64 grabbed him and turned him down. That's Patrick Hartung. He got a hold of Cole. That time he found the ball that Cole had and wrestled him down for about a 3-yard loss on the play. So 2nd down and 13.
I'd like to see some play action here, like I said earlier. Beat him up with the run left and right.
Barnes on that little post pattern would be good. Here comes Cole right up the middle. It's an option, all right. He's going to take it and just head right down the middle. He gets inside the 15-yard line. He went from the 21 down to the 15, so that's a good pickup of 6 or 7 yards. Well, that's where the Vikings will have it 3rd down and 7. And they lead 13-7. See what they can do. They run that. They like that post pattern for the skinny post for Kurt Barnes, and he's out here with 1-on-1 coverage. If he'd fake outside and go in the middle, he'd be open. Norberg looking now. He's going to flare it out to Archuleta in the flat. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. He's inside the 5. Archuleta catches it in and brings it inside the 5-yard line. So just what you wanted. He got a little pass action, a little play action there. And Archuleta wide open and makes the catch and gets it down. 1st and goal, Vikings at the 3-yard line. Excellent play call. Have you got some offensive coordinator in you?
I got a little bit. You play defense for so long, you know what kind of plays are good.
Yeah. 2 receivers each way for the Vikings this time. Taylor behind Cole Norberg in the backfield. 1st and goal for the Vikings. Vanderwegen's in motion to the near side. Toss to Taylor on the outside, trying to get outside. He's at the goal line. Touchdown. Aaron Taylor with a 3-yard run. The Vikings drive 80 yards and score with 7:26 to go, increasing their lead to 19-7. What a drive that was.
Oh, the Vikings needed to punch that in, get a little more breathing room from Haven, and then get this extra point and get the defense out and get Haven stopped again would be the ideal thing.
Oh boy, that would be good. What an opening drive against the wind. Haven reeling on defense. Vikings were picking up chunks of yardage there for a while. The Vikings will go for 2 now to see if they get back to the 21 points. 3 receivers to the near side. Norberg's going to keep it himself. He's going to get in. Norberg in for the extra point. And our score was 7:26 to go in the 3rd quarter. Smoky Valley 21, Haven 7. Back right after this. kick off an 80-yard drive the Vikings put together in about 7.5 minutes, 7:44 to be exact. They had a couple of one pass play and about, I'm going to guess, about 10 or 11 runs.
I think it was about an 8 to 9 play drive right there.
I got 12.
12 runs, or 11 runs and one pass?
Yeah.
12 play drive, wow.
That's awesome.
Awesome. That took up a lot of time and got the Vikings 2 scores ahead, and they're going to kick off now. DeMont will be kicking off. Deep will be Hendrickson in the middle. Or no, Newcomer in the middle. And on the side is Bontrager, and on the far side is Carney. It's a line drive kick, and it's going to be taken at the 12-yard line. 20, 25 in the middle, 30, 35, and up near the 40-yard line. So a good return by Newcomer. He's the one they want to get it, and he got it that time. And the Vikings corral him, but not before he gets the Haven Wildcats good field position on their opening drive.
We had a big head of steam built up getting in, starting out with that run, but finally got stopped, thank goodness.
That was a hard, solid kick, so he outkicked his coverage, really, with not being very high. So the first possession for Haven, Hendrickson in the backfield with Newcomer right beside him. 2 receivers far side, 1 to the near side. And it's going to be Newcomer trying to get outside. He's got a little bit of room. Oh, there he goes streaking by, and he's going to get wrapped up by Cole Norberg, but not before he gets across the 40-yard line and down to about the 35. We'll see where they spot it. Yeah, right at the 35-yard line. No penalties this time. So a big 25-yard run by Newcomer on the first play from scrimmage. So Haven finally getting a big play without a penalty.
Yeah, they didn't get anybody out on that outside and get him stopped.
I wouldn't expect that play, you know, with the well-rested Swedes defense.
Vikings
defense.
And now it's going to try the near side. Newcomer got outside of Stephen Clausen. He's going to get wrapped up. Good defense by Riley Odell. Riley Odell, the freshman, doesn't play offense, so he's fresh. He got the tackle made, but not before Newcomer picks up 5 more yards. So he's got 35 and 5. He's got 40 yards on 2 carries. So he is definitely strong runner in this half. Viking defense, bend but don't break. Toughen up here, guys. 3 receivers in that bunch formation on the far side. Hendrickson going to keep it himself. Oh, he runs right into a couple of Vikings. That's Mr. Stephen Clausen, I believe, along with Seth Nelson and Riley Odell. He ran into 3 Vikings, and he went the other way in a hurry.
Yes, he did. That might leave a mark. That was a good hit.
That was a college-type tackle there, I think.
Yeah, it was. You always see guys who rise to the peak and make big-time plays.
That was a good one. So 3rd down and 5 now for the Wildcats. He'll put 3 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. So empty backfield for Hendrickson. Now he puts Newcomer in motion and hands it off to Newcomer. He's got a seam, and he's got down to the 15-yard line, and he's tackled there inside the 15, about the 12. Newcomer, when he gets a seam there, he just goes right through some would-be Viking tacklers, and he is a strong, strong runner. He's gotten inspired in this second half. 5:35 left to go, 3rd quarter. Haven driving. They got good field position at the 40-yard line and have taken big chunks of real estate on their drive. 3 receivers far side, 2 to the near side. Newcomer's come in motion both times when he's done that, and he's going to give it to him again, trying the near side. He's going to cut it right up the middle. He's going to get down to about the 5-yard line. He's going to pick up about 7 or 8 on that play. That time he decided not to go outside and decided to cut it up toward the end zone, and he got to the 5-yard line. So it's 2nd down and 3, ball at the 5-yard line at 5-minute mark left in the 3rd quarter.
Wish I can get on the headset with the defensive coordinator. All he has to do is send a double blitz from outside. That would shut that play down and continue to get pressure on the quarterback. That's all you have to do to stop that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Here comes another motion. They're going to do it again.
Yeah, and they'll go to the 3 to the near side, motion to the far side.
That's all they're doing.
This time the quarterback's going to take it himself, and he's into pay dirt. So the quarterback read on that one, and he got by Mr. Caden Byers and Clausen in the middle, and he scored with 4:35 to go in the 3rd quarter. And Haven answers right back. Hendrickson takes it in from the 5-yard line. Their point after attempt by number 2, their kicker. No, it's it is 2. That's the quarterback Hendrickson kicking, and it is good. Our score with 4:35 left to go. Haven 14, Smoky Valley 21. Back with the kickoff right after this.
Do you know what major TV networks, Hall of Fame athletes, wineries, pubs, famous chefs, and brides and grooms from across the country have in common?
They are trailing 5-0 after 3.5 innings. Tigers have 9 hits on the night. Royals only 3.
Sounds like they're putting it on a tee for Detroit.
I'm afraid that they. We'll let them, get out to a lead, and then we'll come back and get them at the end, hopefully.
Okay.
Well, Haven scored in about 7 plays on that drive.
Oh,
A 60-yard drive. 6-play drive. Here comes the kick. It's a short one, and they're going to get it. They're going to get it on the pooch kick. The Vikings didn't cover it, and number 3 comes away with it. Daniel Simon comes away. They like that pooch kick, and they got it to you got to cover it, and they got it over that front line, and the second line didn't get up and get it. So they recover the onside kick.
And have great field position there at the 34, 33. Not good for the Vikings.
Yeah, that's a sudden change of events there. You think you're going to get the ball back and get a chance to, answer back with your offense, and now you go on defense again after they just put together a 6-play drive.
They moved it back to the 45 because they can't advance it, I guess.
Okay, that could very well be. So 1st and 10, Haven in that same formation, three to the far side. Now in motion is Bontrager. Hendrickson's going to keep it himself. He's got a cry. He's got 10 yards, 15 yards, 20 yards down the sideline to the 15-yard line. He'll be out about the 14-yard line. So Hendrickson takes it from the 45. He takes it for 31 yards. So a big play right off the bat for Hendrickson and his Haven Wildcats. And that's what you call taking advantage of opportunity. Man, that was quick.
Oh, yeah.
1st and 10 Wildcats at the Smoky Valley 13-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side. In motion is Newcomer to the near side. There's a flag coming down. Newcomer's going to score, but I believe it's going to come back. It's going to be a holding on Haven. Now, they score in 2 plays, but I'm hoping this one's going to come back anyway. And it is a holding on Haven. It was kind of behind the play, but that was thrown by the umpire, and that's almost always a holding play right in the middle of the line there. He maybe just didn't get his flag out real quick because that holding kind of developed early. I saw that flag come out before Newcomer was able to go down the line of scrimmage. So back him up 10 yards from the flag. The flag's back there about the 15-yard line, so it'll go back outside the 25-yard line. So the Vikings have a little reprieve here, but they're going to have to toughen up their defense as well as they did in that first half. Haven has found something that they can exploit. And we need Steve to go up above here and talk to our Viking coaches. See if they can make an adjustment here in a hurry.
Wherever you see the trips out, now they're going to use a different guy to run the ball.
Yeah, Newcomer's out for this one.
He's going to motion here. He's going to pull it. See?
And the quarterback's going to take it himself. He's going to go up the middle. This time Seth Nelson grabs a hold of him as he crosses the 25-yard line down to about the 24, maybe 23. Hendrickson a little slow to get up on that play.
Now this next play, either we're going to see the same play with the jet sweep all the way, or we're going to see a play action pass deep.
He's a good passer, but I don't think he's thrown more than one or two passes. He's thrown
Attempted
three.
three, hasn't completed
Hasn't
any.
completed one yet, so that's a good thing for the Vikings. And Kai Sugar and the freshman knocked the one down that looked like it might be a
Newcomers back in.
He's on the far side in motion to the near side. They're going to hand it off to him. He's going to try to get outside. He gets around one Viking tackler and gets down to about the 15-yard line. So the Vikings defense stiffens a little bit here. They get down to about the 15-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and about 12 for Haven inside the Viking red zone now. Back in the red zone anyway. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in this third quarter. Vikings still ahead 21-14, but Haven knocking on the door. Substitution in again, number 7, Kensler. He's a big guy out there, 6'4", 180, and he hasn't been in very much, Darryl. But he's in there now as a wide receiver.
Using him a lot to bring plays in.
Evidently. High snap. Hendrickson driving outside. He's got a receiver, Bontrager in the flat. He's going to juke the Viking defenders and get near the touchdown, and he gets in. Second and third effort by Newcomer, and he gets in on the pass play from the 15-yard line, a 15-yard pass play, and Haven gets within one at 21-20. Well, he's their player, Newcomer. I think Coach Hadabaugh said he was a league champion in the hurdles and placed in the state, so he's a very good athlete. He's showing what he's made of. Here's the extra point try. It's blocked. Extra point try is no good, so the Vikings get a little emotional lift on the extra point. 21-20 in favor of the Vikings. Back after this timeout. And welcome back to Smoky Valley Football. Don Binks along with Darryl Johnson. We got Stephen Williams helping us here in the press box. Our banner's blowing away again. If you got it taped on the top here, it probably won't go anywhere. Well, the Vikings need to watch out for this kickoff now. The last one went over the head of the front line, and we weren't able to recover it. So see if we can make a reception here. It's a high, deep kick this time. Kurt Barnes is going to take it at the 15. He's up to the 20, 25, trying to get outside, and he'll be wrapped up about the 28 or 29-yard line, and that's where the Vikings will take over 1st and 10. And they have, looks like an injured Haven player down there about the 26-yard line. He's slow to get up anyway. I want to thank our sponsors for the evening again: Anderson Body Shop, Dr. Eric Peterson, Christian's Funeral Home, Scott's, Viking Auto, Dower Welding, John Magnuson, Aflac, Apotec, Gallant Tire and Auto, and Harry Malari's, a new twist on hair, helping us with our part of the broadcast. And they are going to take a little bit more time, so Jared, let's don't. He's going to get up now. It's number 6 over there, and he's going to get up to a nice round of applause from the fans of Haven and Smoky Valley.
Sam Fitzenmeyer, 5'9" senior.
He's walking off on his own accord, so hopefully he just got the wind knocked out of him a little bit, and he'll be all right to come back. He's on the starting. He's one of the guys we marked as a starter on defense.
Well, we got lots of marks that we didn't know, or not enough marks to know who was playing by the coach.
Yeah, we got 10. We got 10 starters on each side of the ball, so we've passed on as well as we can. The Vikings are out there ready to go again. The offensive linemen of Couchman, Clausen, Byers, Elvin, and Peterson need to continue on their good blocking ways for the Viking running backs, Taylor and Norberg. And it's 1st and 10 Vikings at the 28-yard line. Vanderweg in motion to the near side. Toss to Taylor, trying to get outside. This time their penetration from the defense is good, and Taylor's going to be driven out across the 30.
Late flag there.
Well, they're hitting him way late out of bounds, so I'm hoping that's a late hit out of bounds. That's way out here. And their quarterback, Hendrickson, has been the one that's been late a couple of times. He's not in there right now. Let's see what the man in the white hat, personal foul on Haven. So it is a late hit out of bounds. And you can't, when you got that big white line mark there and you're still tackling them 3 or 4 yards out of bounds, you're going to get that flag pretty much every time. So Taylor gets, what does he get, Darrell, on the pickup? He gets about 3 yards.
Well, they're showing 2 if that's where he's starting from.
The 31. So he got 2 yards. So, well, they started him at the 28, so I guess he'll actually get 3 yards, and then they'll move it up 15 yards up to the 46-yard line. So late hit out of bounds on the Haven Wildcats. We talked about that at halftime, Darrell. Their penalties were big and in inopportune times, so that helped the Viking drive here. See if they can keep the momentum going now on their side of the ball. Vikings leading by just a single point, 21-20 here, late third quarter. Norberg has 2 receivers each way. Taylor with the ball right up the middle. He gets to midfield, so a nice 4-yard run by Aaron Taylor. He had both arms wrapped around that football. He was holding on to it very well.
Oh, yeah. Ball security is everything.
So nice, strong run by Taylor, and no way was he going to have that ball ripped out of his arms. So you said that Norberg wasn't necessarily protecting the ball real good, but Taylor, he really did well on that ball.
Definitely.
So 2nd down and 6 for the Vikings. Under 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Taylor now beside Norberg in the backfield. Norberg's going to take it back. Now he's going to pass it down. Caught. Inside the 40 down to about the 37-yard line is Benton Vanderweg, I think. Yep, it was. Yep. Benton Vanderweg. Just exactly what you were calling a little bit ago for a little play action. Yeah. He just ran down there about 10 yards and got wide open, and Norberg hit him right between the 3 and the 5 and completed the pass. So Vikings move the chains via the pass. 1st and 10 Vikings in Haven territory now at the 37-yard line. They certainly need to answer this drive, the scoring, 2 touchdown scoring of Haven. Norberg going to call his own number, just tuck it and run. He's trying to get outside, far side, and he'll get about 2, maybe 3 yards on the carry. Running to the short side of the field with his speed. I think we should run him more to the wide side, but he's made a lot of yardage both ways. 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Vikings leading 21-20 and driving. Norberg brings him up to the line of scrimmage. We got a play clock running here, so the Vikings have plenty of time. 3 receivers far side. Kurt Barnes, a lone receiver, to the near side. Norberg going to get some pressure from the quarterback. Norberg's going to tuck it and run. He's across the 30, 25, 20. He just takes chunks of yardage when he turns upfield, when he gets that thing going straight. Yeah. Boy, he's got some, at 6'4", he's got some long strides.
Wow, he's 6'4"?
Yeah, he's 6'4". I think that's what it says, doesn't it, Darrell, in the program? Yeah, 6'4", 180. He's a good side kid.
Wow.
You weren't here when I told the story. He had some big runs last week, and he told his grandpa, he said, if I'd have turned around and looking when I was running, I wouldn't have had to run so fast. He was so far ahead of those guys last week and at Sterling. He's a funny guy. Here comes Taylor right up the middle. He's got the 10-yard line. And he's got the ball taken away from him. Haven takes the ball away. Carney takes it away. Somehow Carney got the ball away from Aaron Taylor. And he wasn't stopped on the possession. And somehow Carney gets the ball away. Taylor was running with that ball so well protected. I don't know how he could get it out of there. But all of a sudden, Carney started running the other way. And I guess you call it a fumble, but more importantly, you call it a takeaway, a strip. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. The ball stripped from Taylor. Wow. And at the 10-yard line, the ball got stripped away from Aaron Taylor, and Haven has it on their possession. Now just 4 seconds left in the quarter, so they'll get one play here to run. In motion is Hendrickson's going to keep it. He's going to go down. Caden Byers wraps him up and takes him down at the line of scrimmage. So that'll end the quarter. The Vikings end the quarter up 21-20. We'll be back with quarter number 4 after this timeout.
This Smoky Valley Vikings broadcast is brought to you in part by Apotech, your hometown Lynchburg pharmacy. On call 24/7 and proudly support.
Ready to start the fourth quarter here. The Vikings have just a phenomenal play by Mark Carney. He's a sophomore, and somehow when he was tackling Aaron Taylor, either the ball came loose or he stripped it away, one or the other, but he came away running with the ball, and it was just a weirdest play I've ever seen in football. You saw K-State game the other 2 weeks ago at Iowa State that the defender took the ball away from the receiver going down. Very similar type of play as that ball is stripped from the Viking running back when he's running. And the Viking defense certainly has to toughen up now with the ball deep in Haven territory here. They would certainly like to get them stopped and get the ball back. But that drive really ended abruptly. Hendrickson puts Newcomer in motion to the far side, gives it off to Newcomer, trying to get outside, and he's wrapped up good. Clausen and Riley Odell on the tackle as the whistle blows, and he's going to be stopped for no gain, maybe a yard gain on the play. Second down, well, they had it second down and 9, so now it's just third down and 9, so no gain on that play. So big third down here for Haven. We flipped ends of the field now, so the moderate wind that we got blowing our banner around here below us on the press box is blowing, so there's a little bit of wind out there. Hendrickson in pistol formation. In motion is Newcomer. Hendrickson going to take it himself. He's got some room. Vikings need to wrap him up, and he is very close to the first down, but I think he's going to be about a yard short. We'll see where they spot it. Oh, it's very, very close. He made a good second effort and got over the top of the Viking tackler. They're looking at it here. It's very, very close. They're going to have to bring the chains on. It's close enough that they're going to have to bring the chains in to measure. So regardless of if they get it or not, Haven coaching staff probably in enough of a gambler with the type of offense they run to see if they'll go for it on fourth down is my guess. It's about the
football
length of a football short, so see what they call here. Coaching staff huddling up over there about the 30-yard line. I mean, the success they've had with running the ball, I would not be too afraid of it, but boy, if you don't make it, you're at the 23-yard line. You've got to really go somewhere, and now they're going to call a timeout and talk it over. They can't make their decision in 25 seconds, so they're going to call a timeout. We'll step aside as well. Fourth down, Haven. Vikings leading 21-20. Back after this 30-second timeout. Collegiate 14, Andale 14. That's a heck of a score going on there. Andale beating McPherson and Bueller in their first 2 weeks, so they've got a crazy one going down there. Here the Vikings and Haven are locked up in a great one as well, 21-20. Vikings with the lead, and they have Haven 4th down and 1 deep in their own territory. Halstead up on Hillsborough 22-14. Hayes 28, Liberal 7. Hoisington Pratt score still 7-0. Salina South now up on Hutch 21-9. So Salina South doing good against the perennial power Hutchinson. Well, they're not bringing the punter on, Darrell. They're coming up right up under center. Will go Tim Hendrickson. Stephen Clausen right heads up on the center. See what they do here. Hendrickson puts newcomer in motion. It's gonna be a pass play. Broken up. What a call! No, here comes a flag, late flag from the back official. A lot of contact in there and pass interference, Vikings. Oh my goodness. Vikings had it defended well. There was a little bit of contact, but the defense has a right to the ball as well. But they say too much contact, and boy, you'd think they would surprise everybody by throwing that pass play, but the Vikings were ready for it. You would expect Hendrickson to just tap the center and go underneath and take off, but they got the 15-yard pass interference play. You could hear the hometown crowd oohing and awing about that one. That was a big one. First down to Haven. Ball at the 39-yard line of Haven. So they still got a long way to go, but they've got big play capabilities, no question about that. 2 receivers each way. Man in motion to the near side. Oh, there's too many men in motion in the backfield. Come on, Mr. Official. If you're going to call that pass interference, you got to call that guy in motion. Newcomer was in motion before the ball was snapped, and there was already a guy in motion. Vikings stop him for about 3 yards on the play. All right, the coaching staff needs to go out there and tell the man in the white hat he's moving before the ball gets back there. Maybe he's moving when the ball's snapped. I don't know. It's a pistol, so the ball's got to go a ways before it gets snapped. So maybe he's all right. We're just up here in the press box. We can't see too much. Barking out signals. Bontrager's got it. No, Hendrickson's got it himself right up the middle. He's got the midfield. He's tackled by Cole Norberg, but not before he gets the first down in Viking territory. Ball at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10, Haven. Haven seems to be the better team in this half, Darrell. They've been the more opportune team of taking the ball away from the Vikings. They recovered an onside kick, and they stripped the ball on a running play, so they've been advantageous. 3 receivers bunched together on the near side. Bontrager is going to get it and try to get outside. Viking pressure is going to get him, and he's going to no gain on the play. So 2nd down and 10 for Haven. Now they're going to give him a yard. He fell forward to the 46-yard line, so they'll get a yard on the play. 2nd down and 9, actually.
Good defense by the Vikings. They need to keep that up right here. Can't let Haven get any further downfield than what they are.
They sure stopped that one quickly. Their pursuit was excellent that time. So 2nd down and long. Ball at the 46-yard line. 21-20, Vikings by a single point. Haven driving with 9:18 and counting to go here in the 4th quarter. Hendrickson backing to pass, looking to pass, still running, trying to get outside now. He's going to throw the ball at the last minute and in and out of the hands. There's a late flag, and I think that's going to be roughing the passer on the Vikings.
Yep.
That's right where the quarterback went out of bounds, so it's going to be a late hit on the Vikings out of bounds on the quarterback, Hendrickson.
He got smacked right when he let go of the ball.
Personal foul, Vikings, so another 15-yard penalty on the Vikings. They had 1 on the pass interference and now 1 on the out of bounds. So it's going to be 1st down Haven, probably in about the 30-yard line. A couple big penalties on the Vikings. I don't know who that was over there. Seth Nelson was in pursuit, among others. I'm certainly not calling his number out. But good effort to try to get over there. Cole Norberg had the ball for a moment, but he wasn't able to intercept it inbounds. Viking fans are getting a little bit frustrated with a couple of penalties going Haven's way on this drive. Hendrickson throwing the ball, and it bounces to the receiver. Incomplete, 2nd down and 10. Talked about how good a passer Hendrickson was, and he's had some issues with his passing. He hasn't completed one yet, has he?
1 of 5.
1 of 5, so he did complete one. The Viking defense has played the pass pretty well, but there's a couple of quality runners in Hendrickson and Newcomer, and they've been getting chunks of yardage, as has the Vikings. The Vikings have a 1-point lead, 21-20 now, 9 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Hendrickson's got it himself. He's trying to get outside the Vikings, and he's going to get sacked for a loss. He's going to lose yardage back to the 35-yard line. A loss of 4 on the play. Good effort by the Vikings. Riley Odell and Seth Nelson and Greg Elvin, among others, on the tackle. It's amazing to me why coaches do this, Daryl, and I'm glad they do, but they've had such a dominant half of running. Why start passing the ball now?
You can't guess what they're going to do.
I know. 2 receivers far side, 2 near side. Hendrickson with the ball, still dropping back pass, dropping back, looking again. He's under pressure, caught by Newcomer on his fingertips as he's lunging forward, and he's very, very close. He has a first down, Daryl. He's at the 20-yard line, and it is a first down. They are making plays by tooth and nail. They're going to measure it, but I think it looks like it's enough. That pass was just out. I mean, he just lunged and caught that on his very fingertips with pressure right on him. Riley Odell was right there. Amazing. They've come through with some clutch plays here down the stretch. They're driving, trailing by a point. Chain gang has to come across the field, all the way across the field. And it is going to be a first down. First down, Haven. Ball at the 20-yard line plus 6 inches. Brenton Anderson and Darren Height-Schmidt, Larry Vanderweg, and Doug Malm, I think, are the chain crew. Thank them for their service. Here it's 8:09 left to go in this 4th quarter. Haven trails the Vikings by a point, and they started this drive a long way on the other end of the field. After they took the ball away from Aaron Taylor, they got it about the 10-yard line. So 1st and 10 now at the 21. 3 receivers to the near side. Hendrickson with the ball in the flat to Newcomer, and he's going to get driven out of bounds about the 18-yard line. So they want to get Newcomer the ball. He's their workhorse. And he's been finding a way to get first downs on this drive and this whole second half. He's been their go-to guy, and he's been dominant. But the Viking defense needs to stiffen here. Can they do it? Ty Shugren on defense on the wide receiver on the far side. Benton Vanderway in on this side. Going to run the ball to the near side. Number 18 has it. His first run, I believe. That is Zach Teeter. And he gets a couple of yards down to the... Well, no, he's not going to get any. He's going to get down to almost the 15-yard line. So they'll give him a yard, I think. 3rd down and 6. 7:20 to go now. Still lots of time left in this 4th quarter. If Haven does score, the Vikings will have plenty of time to get it downfield. But they would like to return the favor like Haven did to them and get the ball away here somehow. 3 receivers, including Newcomer on the far side, 2 to the near side, empty backfield for Hendrickson. He's rolling out. He's going to throw it in the end zone, and they want a flag, but everybody just ran together and fell down together. Kyle Anderson and Benton Vanderweg on the coverage of number 16, Williams, and he was splitting between them, and they all went down in a pile. Their coach is way out on the field near the hash marks, wanting to get a flag called, but they're not going to get it. It's 4th down now, 4th down and 6. And they're going to call another timeout. 6:50 to go. 21-20, Vikings with the lead. 4th down and 6. And Haven's going to call timeout. We'll step aside as well. 30-second timeout. Back right after this. I'm glad they have. The Vikings are going to have to watch the run, watch the pass, as Pastor Nelson used to say when he was watching Bethany. Watch the run, watch the pass, watch everything.
Yep.
And they have to watch everything. This could be the ball game right here. Haven Vikings can stop it with a 1-point lead and get the ball back. We'll see what happens. Hendrickson has number 1 Carney right beside him in the backfield. Newcomer, the receiver in the slot on the far side. 2 receivers each way. Hendrickson's going to drop back and throw. He's going to the end zone, and wide open is Newcomer. Wow. The Vikings didn't see Newcomer coming out of there. He found a spot and got into the end zone, and they complete a touchdown pass on 4th down and 6 from the 16-yard line. A 16-yard touchdown pass on 4th down. You take that. That's a lot of guts to call that play all the way to the end zone.
Well, and had some broken coverage by the Vikings because he was too open. I mean, wasn't anybody within 5 yards of him.
Yeah, he was open, and I don't know that. He was the inside receiver on the side over there, and that's, they probably ran a crossing route and got mixed up. But Haven scores with 6:44 to go. They'll go for 2 on the extra point now. Amazing that a team that has run so well went to the pass on 4th down. Hendrickson rolling near side, still rolling, and it's thrown in there. No good. So the kick fails, or the 2-point conversion fails, and it's 26-21. Haven with the lead with 6:44 to go. And we'll be back for the kickoff right after this.
This Smoky Valley Vikings broadcast is brought to you in part.
Crowd still here at the ball game. They've witnessed a great game. The Vikings were driving on their last possession, and then somehow, some way, Carney got it away from Aaron Taylor, and I don't know how that happened in the middle of the field there. He was down inside the 10-yard line. And that inspired this team, and they took the ball and drove. And then on the last half of this drive have basically, aided by a couple of Viking penalties, got it into pay dirt, and on 4th down, they went in. Vikings, Cole Norwood going to come up and take it at the 25-30. He's up to the 35 and tripped up about the 36-yard line. That's where the Vikings will take over 1st and 10. They now have to drive 64 yards for pay dirt to score a touchdown to take the lead. A touchdown will give them the lead. They won't even have to go for 1 or 2 on the extra point. So we'll see what they do here, but they got to get it in there. And again, they got plenty of time. That one drive they took, to start the 3rd quarter, took about 7.5 minutes. So that started on the 20. This started up here, so they got plenty of room, plenty of time. 3 receivers to the far side. Norberg's going to take it himself. He's going to try to get some yardage. He's at the 40, and he's down about the 41-yard line, so he'll get about 5, maybe 6 on that play. I think we're going to see a lot of Cole Norberg right and Cole Norberg left. A little Aaron Taylor splashed in. Ball right at the 41-yard line, so a gain of 5, second down and 5. Barnes, a single receiver to the far side. Ball is on the near side hash. 3 receivers bunched here on the near side for Smoky Valley. Norberg going to tuck it and try to get upfield. He's gotten wrapped. That should be a horse tackle collar. They had a hold of his collar. Throw the flag there, Mr. Official. He got the thing all the way off of his shirt. You tell me that's not a horse collar tackle? Let's look at your rule book there. That should be 15 yards onto that play, so he's going to lose 3 on the play. So third down now and 8 for the Vikings. 5.5 minutes and counting here in the fourth quarter. Vikings trail now by 5, 26-21. 2 receivers near side, 2 to the far side. In motion is Benton Vanderweg. Fake to Benton. Norberg's going to take it down. He's looking to pass the ball. He's going to throw it. Oh, incomplete. Archuleta coming in for the ball, trying to get it and scoop it up, but he wasn't able to get there quick enough. Norberg under pressure in the backfield. It's 4th down. So this drive comes down to an important 4th down for the Vikings. Twice in that last drive, Haven had a 4th down. Once they got a pass interference call to get a 1st down, and the second time they threw it 16 yards into the end zone for a touchdown. And the Vikings are going to talk about it. They don't want to waste any timeouts, but this is an important one here. We'll keep this one right here as the Vikings have to figure out how to get 8 yards to get a 1st down. It's been Cole Norberg running right and left. Cole Norberg has had a big game. He had 100 and some yards at halftime. What has he got now so far, Darryl?
Right now he's got 155, and that's on 27 carries. So he's been a workhorse.
He's been a workhorse, no question about that. But he got stopped on that one option play. It was going to either be a pass or a run, and they ended up trying to pass it. And then he got tackled on that one, which we thought should have been a horse collar tackle, because he got his jersey pulled off of the top. But the official has a better look, obviously, than we do, so he must have had a hold of the side of his shirt rather than the back collar. But the Vikings, anyway, are now faced with a 4th down and 8 at the 38-yard line. They got to get across the 45 to the 46. So Cole Norberg will have to, obviously end up with the ball in his hands from the snap from center, and then he'll have to decide what he's going to do with it, if he's going to pass or run. They've got a lot of options on their read option, and got to have a lot of good blocking. Can't have any holding. We're ready to go. 2 receivers, Schrag and Vanderweg on the near side. Archuleta and Barnes on the far side. Taylor is the back in the backfield. Norberg is running out to the side. He's going to go to Barnes, and he's got it. Kurt Barnes with the great reception. Ball at the 48-yard line. He got 10. He needed 8. Kurt Barnes has got, Coach said he's got the best hands on this team. And Cole threw a perfect pass right to him at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10, Smoky Valley. 5 minutes exactly left to go.
They ought to do that this way.
Yeah, there you go. That would work. Barnes, the far receiver on the far side. 3 receivers on the near side. Cole's going to tuck it and run himself. He's got a little bit of cutback, and he's going to get to the 50-yard line. Now he's only going to get to the 49, so he's only going to get about 1.5 yards on that carry. Pursuing on a good angle. Somebody from Haven had a good pursuit angle on Cole, and when he cut it back, he met him right at the line of scrimmage there. Cole got a little bit of yardage, but it's 2nd down and 9. 4:20 now to go. He's going to need to pick up some chunks of yardage here. They don't have enough time to drive 3 and 4 yards of play. A little bit of pressure coming. Cole's going to get outside. He's going to get some room. He pivots and dives forward. He's going to get down to the 46-yard line. He's going to get 5 yards on the carry. That was a nice pivot, kind of like a basketball player there. That was one of his basketball moves, Darrell, as he pivot and then spin move.
Yep, got away from that one tackler to get another couple of yards.
So it's 3rd down and 4 now. Ball at the 46-yard line of Haven. Got to get to the 43. 2 receivers each way. Taylor beside Norberg in the backfield. Oh, and there's offsides on Haven. That's a great call by the Vikings. That's 5 yards on Haven. And mark it off, 1st down, Smoky Valley. Ball will be at the 41. Just inside the 41-yard line. 1st down,
Makes it a
Smoky
first
Valley.
down, yes.
Coach said we always go on 1, and they probably said, guess what, guys, let's go on 2, see if we can get them off. And they did. Everybody stayed put for Smoky Valley, and they got the penalty. 1st and 10 Vikings. Archuleta and Barnes to the far side. Vanderweeg and Schrog near side. Now Vanderweeg in motion to the far side. Toss to Taylor outside the far side. He's got the ball wrapped up good. He's going to get down. He's going to get about 4 yards on the play. Coach is livid over there on the sideline about something. He's out to the numbers. You can get a flag on a coach for coming out on the field. I don't know what he's yelling at, but he is out too far. 2nd down now, and, well, they're going to call it 6. Got about 4 yards, a short 4 on the pickup. Schrog, Archuleta, Vanderweeg out wide to the near side, Barnes to the far side. Cole's going to take it weak side and go right up the middle. He's got some room. He's down to the 20-yard line, inside the 20, about the 17 or 18. We'll see where they spot him. Now they're going to give him the 19-yard line. He's going to get from the 40 or the 38 down to the 19, so he's going to get about 19 yards on that run. Cole found the little seam and got it down there. He went counter on his own on weak side, and he got room, and he got big yardage. 2:20 and counting as the wind blows.
Yeah, I was commenting before, you used to have the little flags on the top of the goalpost that would help you tell what the wind, but they got blown off,
They
I
have
guess.
gotten ripped off somehow. 2 receivers each way now. Archuleta in motion to the near side. Norberg's going to keep it up the middle. He's got a little bit of room. He's got down to the 15-yard line. Cole Norberg will get about 4 on the carry. He'll get right to the 15-yard line. 1:45 now to go in the 4th quarter. Vikings trail by 5, 26-21. Barnes and Schrog wide each way. Archuleta and Vanderweeg in the slot formation. Vanderweeg in motion to the far side. Norberg looking it over, going up the middle, loses the ball. He lost the ball, but he got it back himself. He recovered it going forward down to the 10-yard line, so Hart panicking there as the ball goes down. He'll get it at the 11-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd down and 5. No, it's going to be 3rd down and about 2 for the Vikings. They're going to have to hurry now. 1:08 left and counting. 2 receivers each way. Norberg in front of Taylor. Norberg's going to keep it. He's going to get down to the 10-yard line. It's going to be very close to the 1st down. They're going to have to stop the clock and measure. The Vikings have 2 timeouts left. Haven has just 1. There's 55 seconds to go. It is 1st and goal for the Vikings. Ooh, I don't know about this. The Vikings are going to call a timeout now. So we'll keep this one right here. I thought they would maybe run a play first and then call a timeout, see what they get from the first play. But being conservative coaches that they are, they wanted to call a timeout and get the right play called. So,
well, run one play and then call another timeout.
Well, they'll probably call 2 plays here as they run, because they'll want to save that last timeout for the last play if they need it. So we'll see what they do. Ball is at the 8-yard line. 1st and 10 Vikings. So you got 1st down. I would be very surprised if they do like Haven and try to throw the ball. Although Kurt Barnes has proven that he's such a great receiver that if you can get Kurt Barnes in a spot to get open, I would throw it to him. But otherwise, I would look for Cole Norberg not to do much with this ball except for tuck it and run himself. We'll see what he does. 55 seconds left to go. 26 Haven, 21 Smoky Valley. They put 2 receivers to the far side. 2 to the near side. Now Vanderweg in motion to the near side. Going to toss it to Aaron Taylor. Taylor's going to take it and try to get outside. Taylor's near the goal line. He's at the 1 yard line and he's out of bounds. So Taylor gets out of bounds, running it strong. He gets all the way to the 2 yard line. So that's probably what they're doing, is unexpectedly giving it to Taylor rather than Norberg. So he thought he might get a little bit of a seam. So second down and goal, ball at the 2 yard line. 47 seconds. He went out of bounds, so there's no clock running. Like an extra point now. Got a couple of 3 tries at it. Cole Norberg's going to call his own number. Touchdown! Touchdown, Smoky Valley with 43 seconds to go. Cole Norberg calls his own number and takes it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings go on top 27-26. And now I think they'll go for 2, Darrell, because if they would happen to get close enough, 2 points would give them a 3-point cushion, and that would make Haven only tie on a field goal. So this is a 2-point conversion. 2-point conversion here, very important. Cole is going to take it. Snap to Cole. He's going to turn it upfield and run. He's going to be in there. 2-point conversion is good. Our score with 43 seconds left to go. Smoky Valley 29, Haven 26. Back after this timeout. Just been such an exciting ball game from the very opening possession when Haven drove 65 yards in 4 plays, and the Vikings answered and came back and tied it up and took the lead into halftime, and then got the ball and driving, and Haven takes it away, and they drive down and score, and they don't get their extra point, and then they go for 2 and don't get it, and it's been back and forth. Haven taking the lead late with 6:44 to go. Vikings coming up with a couple of crucial plays on 4th down, and they take a lead with 43 seconds to go. But, Haven, they're dangerous, and DeMott's got to kick this one out of the end zone. Well, it's going to be Newcomer at the 5, 10, 15, 20. Clayton Couchman has got him, and Clayton Couchman just made the play of the game right there on special teams, because they've gotten some big runbacks, and Clayton Couchman wrapped up Newcomer. That Newcomer's got to be tired, as are the Vikings. Both these teams have not left anything. There's nothing left in the tank. They've left it all out there on the field tonight.
No, a Newcomer, once Couchman got a hold of him, he went nowhere.
Yeah.
Couchman put him down, so that was a good deal there. So they got to start from the 20.
And now they've got to make sure their defense is back deep. Cole Norberg is the safety. Looks like he's got Kyle Anderson's going to be back here playing a double safety with him. So they're going to go cover 2 now on defense, a little bit different than they've done before. Hendrickson pass, no, incomplete. That one was intended for number 7, Kinsler, and he threw it wide and low, and it was out of bounds. Clock stops with 33 seconds left to go, and the Vikings leading by 3 points. Second down and 10. Haven calling it. You know they're going to go pass plays, but they've obviously Hendrickson ran it for 65 yards on the fourth play from scrimmage in this ball game, so he's got the wheels to just get out in the open and take it himself. Hendrickson dropping back to pass, looking, he's under pressure, he's going to get up and run, he's going to tuck it, he's on the 20, he's at the 25-yard line, he'll go out of bounds. A good pursuit by the Vikings. They got a lot of people back in the secondary of coverage, so they're going to make sure he doesn't get too far loose and get out there. So third down now and 4. He did not get the first down. 24 seconds left to go in this ball game. Hendrickson, Haven's got to start thinking about getting the first down yardage before they go much farther. Two receivers each way. Norberg and Anderson deep in safety position. Pass out in the flat, caught by a newcomer, and he's going to be rolled out of bounds at the 35 or 36. It'll be first down. 18 seconds now left to go. Darrell, has that clock suddenly started running extra slow?
Yes.
Haven does have one timeout, as does Smoky Valley. Now, if they only pick up 3 and 4 yards and 8 yards at a time, they won't have enough. They only got like 3 or 4 more plays at the most. Hendrickson drop back in, looking, pressure up the middle coming, and that one's just thrown out open. Nobody, Kyle Anderson, the closest player, but that one took 5 seconds. There's 13 seconds now, so a possible 3 more plays. 29-26, Vikings on top by 3. Vikings scored with 43 seconds left in the game. A drive that started with 6:44 after Haven took the lead, and the Vikings put it in pay dirt. Hendrickson back in lone empty backfield, looking far side, now looking near side. Hit by Seth Nelson. Very good getting your hands up and knocking that ball away. Incomplete. Now there's only 9 seconds left on the clock, Darrell. That's going to be maximum of 2 plays. One, if it gets in there and gets running up a ways, this could be the last play.
Yep. Hopefully that won't run very far.
And up in Kansas City, the Detroit Tigers are taking care of the Royals. It's now 10-0 up there. 3 receivers far side, 2 to the near side. Hendrickson dropping back, looking, going to go in the flat. Caught by Carney. Vikings are going to wrap him up, and they're going to call timeout with 1 second left. Oh, they got 1 play left. They got the timeout called in time, and Haven calls timeout. So this is definitely the last play of the game. We'll definitely keep it here, as the Vikings now are going to have to make sure. You got to watch the hook and ladder. You got to watch a lot of things now, as these last plays of a ball game are just so treacherous. They got you on your toes and looking and trying to figure out what's going to happen, and it is just simply an exciting part of the game. And you know, weird things have happened on these last plays of the game.
Yeah, like you're saying, the hook and ladder, or just a long, deep pass, trying to get somebody open. So the Vikings, they've got to play prevent on this one.
Well, they're going to put pressure up the middle. They're going to go, and you know, the game can't end on a defensive penalty. So the Vikings don't want to get a deep pass interference call. But in the high school ranks, that only gets you 15 more yards. So if they should get a penalty on defense, they would get another play from scrimmage. So we'll see what happens here. Haven's got their play called. Vikings players out there on the field trying to get the crowd excited, and this is a great crowd, and it's getting excited. 2 receivers each way. Now a third one. Carney goes to the far side. Hendrickson in the backfield all by himself. Here it goes. Hendrickson dropping back. He's at the 35-yard line. He's going to go. And it's blocked! The ball is blocked by none other than Stephen Clausen, and the Vikings win the game. 29-26 is our final And Stephen Clausen, Darrell, he intercepted down there right after the first drive, and he knocked the final play away. Stephen Clausen is a man among boys tonight. We'll be back to wrap this one up. Vikings win 29-26, and we'll be back after this.
Bethany Home in Lynchburg invites you to come and tour our new assisted living. The 5-star rated Christian community provides studio, 1- and 2-bedroom apartments with customized care. Wow.